Hi guys, what is up and welcome back to another week with Breathe Easy. My name is Ashley, your Monday person. I'm still working on an intro for this channel. But this week our topic is our cystic fibrosis story. So today you'll be hearing mine. I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at birth. I was born in Denver, Colorado, which was the first state in the nation to include cystic fibrosis in newborn screening. This way they were able to immediately start testing me or treating me with all of the medications that I needed. My symptoms were failure to thrive, which means I wasn't able to grow or gain weight. So they had to give me enzymes because my body wasn't able to absorb the nutrients from the food that I was given. Around the age of 6 months, they began doing chest percussions. That's basically when you cup your hands like this and basically kind of beat on the chest a little bit to get vibrations to be able to cough up the mucus. Then around the age of 3, I started using the Best machine, and from this I was able to start breathing in all of the medications I needed. At that time, cystic fibrosis hadn't really affected my lungs. It was mostly affecting my digestive system, where I had to take enzymes and other different pills, but it didn't affect my lungs until later on in life. Up to that point, my body was pretty healthy. Doing my treatments was a pretty solid and set routine, and I did a lot of exercises and activities that used my lungs, so I was able to maintain a high stamina of activity. The year of 2011, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis related diabetes, and this is because my pancreas was so scarred and clogged from the mucus in my body, and it wasn't able to allow insulin to come out of the pancreas to keep my blood sugars at a balanced level. So I had to start giving myself small amounts of insulin. Then the summer of 2015, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis related liver disease. This was caused because my liver is so scarred from all the mucus that it can't work properly. And basically how we found this out and what happened was the blood flow with my liver was not working properly, and it got backed up, and the blood had to find a new opening. So that opening was my esophagus. So I was internally bleeding, so I was sent to my hospital, and they had to stop the bleeding and then do a TIPS procedure on my liver, which basically is they put a little shunt. It's a little tube that they put in your vein, in your liver, your artery vein. It's kind of like a little passageway to allow the blood to continue to flow throughout the body. So once that was done, it really adjusted a lot of my treatments and my routine that I was so used to. I had to give myself even more insulin because we had to change my diet. Someone with cystic fibrosis, especially if they have malabsorption, which means they're not able to absorb all of the nutrients. Usually if they have that, those with cystic fibrosis will eat a lot of calories throughout the day to be able to maintain their weight. As someone with cystic fibrosis, I have to eat up to 3,000 calories a day to maintain my weight, and so I was used to eating lots of foods with lots of calories and lots of protein and carbs and all of this, but because of my TIPS procedure, I could only have a certain amount of protein a day. So I can only have 75 grams of protein a day, which means the other ways to get my calories are through carbs or through fat. So we had to increase my insulin and begin learning how to count my carbohydrates and count my protein. So it completely changed my routine of what I was so used to. But a year has gone by and I'm used to it now. There are a few challenges every so often, but I'm pretty used to all the treatments and medications that I have to take. But through having cystic fibrosis, I mean, you'll see throughout the week, our stories are all different with living with cystic fibrosis. It affects us all differently. None of us have the same exact cystic fibrosis story. That's what's so different about cystic fibrosis, is that no one is alike, not one person. Like, you may have the common genotype, but it does not affect you the same as it would with someone else. So I think that's what's really interesting with cystic fibrosis, and you'll see it this week. But it's a very different illness where it affects everyone very differently. So that's my cystic fibrosis story. I hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow our social media, the links are in the description box below, and I hope you enjoy everyone else's videos this week. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye!